everybody, Miss Gayle here from Boulder City Library with week 2 of our cursive writing lesson. Last week I forgot to mention one little guy that we were supposed to practice, and that was our little O. I don't think I put it on the end of it, but that one, I don't know if you practiced it or not, but it starts like the C. You just go and close the whole thing up, bring around, and make it an O. This is the O. Oh no, it's an O. There we go. So you can practice those too. I didn't mean to leave them off last time. For this week's lesson, we're going to talk about ascenders. Ascenders, those are things that go up. And we're going to start with doing some lines and loops. Our lines, remember, they have to go kind of on a diagonal. See, that's diagonal, and this is straight. See the difference? Diagonal and straight, or slanted and straight. Some go on a slant, and some go straight. And it's the same with our loops. See how they kind of go on a little bit of an angle? A little bit of a slant, I mean, not an angle. These lean a little bit, so they're kind of slanty. Okay, and so what we're going to start with is just kind of loosen up with some loops. So we start at the bottom, and these are going to go up. That's why they're called ascenders. They go up and up and up, and you want to lean them a little bit, and then you can even connect them if you like. Woo! That's kind of fun. All right. So you can practice some of those, making your loops, because it's really important on how you do your loops, because they're just one motion comes up and down. So the way you do it is you start on the bottom line, bring it up at your little slant there, bring it down like that, and it crosses over towards the bottom. Crosses over, not at the very exact bottom, and there's a little bit of space there. L, 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 la, 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 la. There we go, L's. Okay, so we're going to be doing ascenders, and that will include actually our D that we did last time, that we started off with the C and it went way up high. That's considered an ascender because it goes up high. So we're going to do some more ascenders today, and we'll start with the L, just like we did. And I've got a magic trick for you. Okay, watch carefully as I change this L into a letter B. Are you ready? Here's my L, and now watch the magic. It's a B! That's a B. So see how we started off as an L? And we magically change it, ta-da, into a B. There's other letters that start off like an L. Remember with our C's, our letter C's, we started off with a C and we turned it into different things. Well, that's what we're going to do with the L. So we've got, we'll just put them up here. Here's the L. And here's the B. Okay. So let me show you another one that starts kind of like the L, and that is the letter H. It comes up just like the L, and then you stop right there, and then you give it that H shape. Kind of like the print H looks like this. Our cursive H is an L with the H. Okay, and again, H. That's the cool thing about learning to write, is if you make a mistake, you can just try it again and just keep on going. So there's the H. Let's see what else we can make with an L. All right, let's start with our letter L, and magically, up, it's a K. Okay, I can do that one a little slower. That one's very, very, very tricky. So it starts off like the L, but then when you're at the bottom, You're going to bring it up, and then you're going to make a circle, but bring it back in really quick. Don't let it go too far. And then down. So the L, then bring it around, stop, and down. This is a K. This is okay. Oh, we could do that. O, K. Okay. All right, moving right along. We'll add that to our list of letters that we've made today. Writing on a whiteboard is not all that easy. Let's see. There we go. It helps when your hand is resting on the paper. It's kind of hard to do it like you're just out in the middle of a space trying to do it, but if you can rest your hand on the paper. And that brings me to another kind of an interesting thing that we need to think about is holding the pencil or holding your pen or whatever you're writing with, your writing implement. If you are right-handed, you will hold it like this. Left-handers are like this. My thing is, though, I think it should be however you're comfortable. When I was little, they tried to tell me just put one finger up there like that, and I find that really awkward. I give it this death grip. I don't know why, but I put two fingers on there. You can do it however you're most comfortable. That's the main thing is you need to be comfortable with it. So if you're able to make your letters by doing it this way, then that is definitely the way you should do it. Okay? And lefties, same thing. You're going to be holding the pen. I actually like it better with just one finger on the left. Oops, that was too thick. Write it this way. Okay, now. But lefties have the problem of, as you're writing, you're dragging your hand over what you just wrote. So that can be tough for lefties. My son is a left-hander, and he would smudge things as he wrote. It was kind of difficult, but he got over it. He does really well now. Our next one that kind of starts like an L is the F. And that one is a fun little letter because it goes way up high and it goes way down low. This one is an ascender where it goes up and a descender where it goes down. So it goes on both parts of the line. But you make your L first, and then you bring it straight down and bring it this way. That is an F. 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 F for fun. Wasn't that fun? They're fun. Okay. So we'll add that to our list of letters that we've learned. And it can go with the ascenders or the descenders because it does both. It's a very versatile letter. For our homework this time, or our practice work, I'll call it practice work because right now everything's homework, isn't it? Okay, so I want you to practice your L's, and you can join them if you feel like it. If you're not really comfortable and you still want to work more on just the shape of the letter, you don't have to join them. Just make sure that they've got that connecting part on either side. So you can just make a whole bunch of L's, or you can connect them like this. And if you're really brave and daring, you could even do this. And this is kind of fun, actually. You could do an L and then an E. Remember the E is like that, kind of like the L, but it's shorter. And then you could do an L and then an E and then an L and then an E, and an L, and an E. Do you see where I'm going with this? L, E, and L, E, L, E, L, E. That works out really good for the word. Let's see. Now all you have to do is add a T, and you get the word T-E-L-L. Tell. tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to say this is your practice time here. You can practice these things. You can practice connecting your L's and E's if you like, but basically I just wanted you to understand how to write these letters. So let me go over them again. The L you've probably got by now. The B is a loop just like that. It starts just like the L, but you bring it around here so it's kind of a smiley face. Yeah, nice big grin. And then you give it this little tiny curved line at the end. That's actually your connector. And we're going to talk more about how to connect letters that have their connectors way up here, and you might need it way down here. Like if the next letter is L, like in the word blue, B-L-U-E, you actually have to, here's where you would normally write your connector, right? Your L would be down here, but the B has its connector way up there. How do you make them go together? Well, it goes like this. B, and then you just say L-U-E. Basically what you do is you connect it up here with the B, and the L doesn't quite go down to the line. Okay? So that's how you connect those. So we'll work on the B. So we'll work on the L, the B, the H, which starts just like the L, and then you can make it just come down straight, and it's going to go straight back up until it gets to where those two, where the other line goes off. Give it a fun little curve there. So that's your H. Your K starts off like the L. Then it actually starts off like the H, but instead of just letting it drop down like you did here, you're going to bring it in. See the difference? Here you brought it in, and here you just dropped it down. And then you're going to give it a fun little shape right there. Now that's going to be your connector. Okay, and then F is go up and down. And when you're going down, you want it to curve off that way. Okay, remember last time when we talked about our G? Let's see, I'll bring that in. Okay, I can make it. We have our G that curves down this way, and our Q that curves that way. See the difference between G and Q? From the line that you make it go down, it goes this way on the G, and then you make your line come down and it goes this way on the Q. Okay, so that's how you want to remember that with the F. It's a loop, and then it goes down and it goes forward towards the rest of your writing. Okay, so that's what we've got right there. We've got our letters that are ascenders. Some of them are ascending as high, but that's because I'm lopsided when I write. So we have our ascenders, and we even have the letter F. I don't particularly like that one. We'll get rid of that one. We have our F that actually ascends, then descends. And I even gave you a sneak peek at how to connect difficult letters to connect, like the B and the L, with its connecting part down here, and this one's connecting is up here. But you saw what I did. So that's a sneak peek into a future class where I'm going to show you how to connect everything when you get them all figured out. In the meantime, you've got some letters to practice. You've got, here's our K and our L right here. And then we've got, here's the H, just like that. There's the F. You can see how they did it too. And then the little E, if you want to make your li. Fun little word. Of course, the L that we already did. That's what you're doing for next week. Did anyone do any drawings with the letters? Did you have fun with your letters? Remember last week we took the letter A and turned it into a little dog? That was kind of fun. Well, I've got another one, and it is also with the letter A. It is an ant. So there's the A. And to make it into an ant, we just put its little body there. And it has its little end of the body right there. And it's got all those little legs. 6, actually. Little antenna. Woohoo! That way it knows where to find the food. It's got its antennas going on. Little ant. There's your little ant that you made out of the letter A. So you could do that. In fact, you could probably do a lot more, I imagine. I'm sure you can think of a lot more. Some real interesting ones. The main thing is you want to be sure to have fun with your letters. Cursive can be fun if you think of it like drawing your letters. All right, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.